Hi, this is Jim Simcoe, and today we're going to talk about some green real estate basics. If you are a real estate investor, you may want to watch this quick presentation. So the very first thing is, who am I? Well, I'm a consultant. I work specifically with real estate investors. I've been featured in Smart Money, Fox, NBC, San Diego Business Journal, Eco Home, and also Personal Real Estate Investor magazine. So my main goal is to help real estate investors go green so they make more money. So why should you go green? Well, there are a variety of reasons. First and foremost is that it's more profitable avenue to take your business. There are significant expense subsidies you can receive, stimulus money you can receive. You have very little competition. It's very low risk, and it's a very safe investment if you do it correctly. It's very important that you understand that the demand for green homes or green properties far, far outweighs the supply currently in our marketplace. And you'll see that competition, there's less than 1% of real estate investors or real estate properties in the US right now that have any green features at all. So basically, when you become a green real estate investor, that's one of the things I work with clients to show them how to do it. You've got no competition. There's tons of real estate investors out there, but when you're a green real estate investor, you truly have no competition. Some interesting green facts. A green property typically appraises for 10 to 15% higher than a comparable conventional home. According to Smart Money magazine, 46% of buyers would prefer a green home, according to the National Association of Realtors. And an Apartment.com survey showed that 60% of renters said they specifically search for environmentally friendly apartments, and 25% are willing to pay more for those amenities. That's a pretty big number. Just to give you a quick example, here's a house that I worked on in Detroit, Michigan, 18633 Prairie. The price for this home was $50,000. It actually rents for $850 a month, so the cash-on-cash return, excuse me, is 20%. And again, that doesn't include any rebates and tax incentives of over $3,400 coming back to the investor. Here's how it breaks out prior to being greened. They bought it for $50,000. With the work that was going to be done to it, it was going to be worth $100,000 at the end of 2009, and by 2014 to be worth $126,000. That's assuming a very conservative 5% appreciation rate. When you look at what happens when you add the energy efficiency values to it, you'll see that it jumps considerably. And this is assuming that it's a 10% appreciation rate over the 5%. We went really conservative on these numbers, but you can see there's an additional $51,000 in revenue that this investor gained just by greening up their property and making it energy efficient. There are two major green valuation formulas. These were first originated by Energy Star. They are return on investment and estimated asset value increase. And so these are the formulas you want to use when you're figuring out really how do you monetize energy efficiency on an investment property. And the assumption that we'll have here is that, we'll assume a house that costs $150,000, the cap rate for this house is 7%, and to make energy efficient upgrades to this property will cost you $5,000, and the annual savings will be $1,200. So your return on investment is simply the return is the annual savings in energy costs divided by the cost of the project. So when you look at this, $1,200 divided by $5,000 gives you about a 24% return on investment. It's a pretty good return on investment. Here's the one that's really key, is that if you look at this, the estimated asset value increase, annual savings in energy costs divided by the capitalization rate. So you take the $1,200 for the repairs, for the upgrades, you divide that by 7%, and you see your increase in asset value goes to $17,143. Now this is on a property that's worth $150,000. So you can imagine what that number is if it grows, if it's a property that's worth more than that. So it's $17,000 that you didn't have before you did these energy efficiency upgrades. So that's another way to figure out this specific formula of estimated asset value increase. And for a free 15-minute coaching call with me, please email me at freecall@jimsimcoe.com. Once again, freecall@jimsimcoe.com. You can also see me on the web at jimsimcoe.com. I'm happy to talk to you about any of your real estate investments or any of your green business questions that you may have. Thank you very much. Talk to you soon.